and welcome to the show. We are here on Forza Horizon 4 with another team adventure. This time out, we are racing A-class cars. They have to be rear-wheel drive, and these are all from the Sports Classic category. I am driving something I've never built before, the 356C. This is the Emery car. I think this is a kind of resto mod style thing. Either way, real life, the car is a fantastically beautiful machine. We're going to find out if it's any good. I don't actually know. Rear engine should be quite good on the dirt. I have got rally tyres, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. It has got a different engine in it, shall we say. We are running the flat 4 turbo rally engine, which is a pretty damn good shout in terms of engines. This has worked very well in a number of cars before, so I'm hoping it'll do well in this. It's not going to be the most powerful car in the field. I think there is a car with 1,500 horsepower, but it is light at just over 2,000 pounds. So acceleration-wise, should be pretty good, and we've had a nice place on the grid. Now, downsides I'm immediately seeing here is so it's on rally suspension because I was hoping this might be good off-road. With the engine placement, my plan was that on the dirt we're all rear-wheel drive, so no one has any traction advantage with driveline. Okay, I have small tyres, very small tyres actually. I ran out of PI. However, that rear engine should give us some good traction on the dirt. That is the hope as we chuck the car in a little bit sideways. However, the soft suspension does mean it moves around a lot, and the engine placement in the back is a little scary. I ran a classic Porsche a while ago in B-Class, and that was fairly quick as well. It wasn't this one, it wasn't the Emery one. I think it was a normal 356. Something along those lines, like the Streamliner bodywork on, and that was pretty damn quick as well. So, got a good track record with the Porsches as we run a little wide and bump the wall. The 1,500 horsepower Tiger, I believe it is, something that is behind us at the moment. That's going to be so quick down the straights, but, of course, it'll be quick down the straights. It might even win at this. I'd be surprised, actually. This circuit doesn't normally favour the crazy power cars, by virtue of this bit here being horrible. However, of course, there are compromises. When you build a car like that, you are going to have compromised on something. And let's say normally, no, that has to be handling at this point, which means it's going to be a handful in these corners. It's on our team, which is nice. We have got quite a decent, so we've got a decent lead. We've got okay leading points. Nothing terrible as we come out of the final corner. We've got to watch out for the skyline behind us. I think that's going to be quicker than me down the straights. I've had a bit of a scruffy lap, actually. We need to sort that out. The skyline wants to get past. Oh, God, here goes our teammate with a sunbeam. We're just going to... They're not going to be able to get past. Oh, they're going to be able to draw alongside, but they're not going to be able to get past. I'm going to lose the back end in the Porsche. I think my car's going to be all acceleration. That's where it's going to excel. It's where it's going to be good. It's not quite going to have the handling. It is more set up for rally. I do tend to build my cars in that manner. I want my cars to be good on the dirt, and if they work, I want them to work everywhere quite well, which does often mean they're a little bit wallowy on the tarmac. This is more noticeable than a lot of cars I've ever driven on rally suspension, though, which does make it. You've got to concentrate a little bit more because you're just fighting the body roll, if you will. Not my normal sort of car. This is a bit too oversteery, but it is working at the moment for some decent speed. I mean, the sunbeam has fallen back into 5th at the moment. I wonder how far up the order it's going to be by the time we get to turn 1. Look at it go. That's ridiculous. It's so quick as it shoots its way up. It won't quite... I'm pretty sure it gets huge airtime over that crest. I'm not even really thinking about the crest, and the sunbeam is actually flying. You know. Different cars, eh? We have got a 1, 2, 3 for red team. Whether we're quite going to be able to hold on to that, I do not know. Oh, no, game. Don't do this to me. Come on, don't let the Porsche down. We've got to be careful with that skyline. The skyline has also got notoriously tiny tyres on that. I don't think it ever gets big tyres. I think you can get 275s on the back of this. However, I ran out of PI trying to get 275s on this. I think it's 235s at the back, maybe. It might even be smaller than that. It's not very big tyres, which is a touch on the scary side, really. Oh, that's why it's moving around a lot more than normal. No aero on the car either. Just running out of PI, and thought I'd go with that little bit more straight line speed approach. Maybe some rear aero would have been a good idea for that little bit more composure. We'll have to, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, Christ, I thought that was way too far back. I didn't even realise that was about to appear there. Such a savage car, that. I mean, I've driven those, and maybe not quite that level of power, but I have driven plenty of the high-speed machines sometimes, and yeah, he's really difficult when you're racing with teammates, and you know, you want to make the most of your straight line speed, the bits of the track your car is good at, but you just, yeah, end up in trouble. You end up sort of clattering together. If we can have a really, I don't know, if we have a really good final few corners, I don't actually think I can get past the skyline here, because even though I get past it on the corner, I think I could pass it on the corners with enough time and enough patience and, yeah, get it right. However, it's always going to beat me to the line, which is the problem. I think we're going to end up having to settle for a second place unless we get an uber slipstream down here, which we won't do. It will be second for us. The Tiger, I think, might get a podium. It's very difficult to know. Let's see when it comes across the line, and it does get third ahead of the two Capris. Wadadino would get sixth for blue team. The Porsche is good. You know, the Porsche is pretty good. Can't complain too much about that one. It's difficult to drive. I think on the dirt it's going to be better. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. On the dirt it's going to be better. So, for race number 2, we come to the Greendale Foothills Scramble. Now, this is a part dirt, part tarmac circuit. While the tarmac part is very quick. 2 long straights, 1 nasty hairpin braking zone. The dirt section is very slow. Very tight, very technical, very twisty, and there's a water splash for good measure. I'm hoping, as I said, I'm the only rear-engine car in this field, and that does give me an advantage. I'm not sure quite how much. I don't know whether rear engine beats bigger tyres. Nothing here is going to have massive tyres. The car selection for this, you could get massive tyres on the FairRace with the wide body kit. That might have the biggest tyres here, but everyone else is going to be on relatively small tyres. So, yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. The rear engine should certainly beat the likes of the Capris in terms of accelerating out of the corners, some sliding around from me. Is this sort of hairpin here? I'm hoping, I don't know whether it's going to be the case, but I'm hoping we can make some time up, because I'm worried at the faster corners my body roll might get the better of me. This is probably not the best circuit. If the Porsche is going to be very good off-road, it's probably not the best circuit to show it, by virtue of only being a small bit off-road, but, you know, we've got to score points everywhere. Ultimately, no. Yeah, I did think this was going to be a bit dicey for the... Oh, bloody hell, the Capris are fast here. Capris have just bolted off at the front. I mean, blue team will be pleased to see this. They've got a couple of cars struggling a little bit more down at the back of the field. I mean, it's possible, you know, if some people have built specific tarmac cars, you know, this is not going to be a fun track for them. They can make up some time around the lap, but you're always going to end up losing out. Come on, there we go. Nicely does it through all of that. How fast are the Capris down the straight? That is the question. I don't know where the Sunbeam is. Where is that? It's down in 8th place. It's going to shoot past a lot of cars down this bit, but after this bit, it's not going to be... I mean, you've got that much power, you're trying to drive the car on the dirt. That's not what you want. I say not what you want, but you're going to struggle with that. Now, I don't know if I can catch Scotty. I think Scotty's Capri might be a bit too good on the dirt, which I say it surprises me. We are closing up to the back of Stallion's car. I approve of the colours, of course. No, I'm not going to be able to go around. I'm not going to be able to get past done just yet, but we are much closer than we were last lap. So if we can get up to second. It's not going to be enough points if I can get up to second, but it's a start. I don't think if I won, I don't think I can score enough points. Not myself. We have to hope that things go our way further back. I don't know how many cars are running rally tyres for this. A-class, you will generally find majority will run rally tyres. Not everybody, but a majority will tend to run. And you have enough PI to build cars. Lower classes, like C and B class, is always funky. Always interesting trying to decide what to build. We've got more top end than Stallion down here, it would seem. I think we might be a smidge better on the brakes as well. There might be a little nudge assistance in the braking zone there. Where are we going to find our way past? The outside here, will Stallion defend? Not got across, kind of was in the middle of the road. I could have gone to the inside, but I'd been on such a tight line I wouldn't get any speed. Right, on to the start-finish straight we go. It might be a big dive into turn 1. We'll have to wait and see if that's going to be the place to make this happen. I think we might even get it done long before we get to turn 1. I think my car has got the straight line speed. There we go. Let's get it stopped. There is a Capri on the outside that's going to keep us kind of pinned. to that inside line. No, we've got wiggles. Didn't want wiggles. Don't just had to have a lift. I wanted to go, you know, flat out as we left that section, but as soon as the car starts moving around, I'm worried about it twitching on me. I'm worried about it getting that sort of snappy, oversteery twitch. Again, Stallion defends around here. Oh, wanted to cut back underneath. We're going to get alongside once more. I don't know whether I can make it stick on the outside. That's the difficult part. Although now it's Stallion's turn to be on the outside here. Oh, got some fencing going on. Oh, a little bit of lag. Don't worry about that. Points-wise, it is now going back in our favour. It's very close. It might come down to can I beat Stallion here for the points. This is the corner that I really don't like. I don't trust my Porsche through there. That's the worst corner for it. Scotty is long gone up at the front. No one's catching Scotty. Points-wise, we've gone back in our favour a little bit. The Mad Tiger is up to a 5th place. Oh, let's get that stop down there. And that's going to make up some lap speed. Kind of glad not me. I mean, this thing is enough of a dangerous car as it is. It's just so much suspension movement. The classic Porsches are quite well known for that. Didn't really think about it all that much when selecting my car. So no, I kind of assumed it might be a little bit better being like a more modern version. I was very wrong. We're going to have to try and find a way past fairly swiftly here. We've lost a little bit that lap, but we got the pass done and just couldn't hold it. So we're going to have to go again with the maximum effort and try and find a way back past, because the point-wise are very close. If I could get second, it would give us a lot better a chance here. Oh no, well, oh, that might be, that's the end of me. That's the end of me big time. It's just, this is the difficulty with the Porsche. If it goes, it goes, and once it starts being a little twitchy, once you start pushing the car that little bit harder, I was even think I was doing anything stupid. That's why I lifted the previous lap when I thought I got the pass done, because I was worried about it twitching, and I should probably have lifted more there. I thought I was going to be able to get it under control. Yeah, I think we are done. We're going to have to settle for, in the end, what will become a very lonely 3rd place. Because can't make up that time. I think I am a little quicker than Stallion over a lap, but it's not going to be enough to catch that gap. Barring mistakes, of course. Mistakes do get made around these tracks. Yeah, I made one. Missing checkpoints, not such a common occurrence at this particular circuit, the way the checkpoints are done. Can you? Sure, but on the most part, they won't find them particularly. That one there is probably the easiest to end up going. Well, the hairpin one if you're being really greedy, but you know, you have to be being really super greedy if you're going to miss them. We might have fun and games with a Tiger now. You know what? If you're going to go to the inside, I'm going to give you a lot of space through there. I'm not even going to bother fighting. Look at that thing go. It's so ridiculously fast down the straight, and I imagine so terrible on the dirt. I say that as my car tried to kill me last lap around. Hello. Yeah, don't hit the wall. The wall, I think, is what kind of did me, or started that big wobble. It's not going to be enough points, I don't think, whatever we do here. I just don't think we're going to be able to get enough points. I don't know if I can get far enough away from the Tiger, actually, not to get murdered on the run to the start-finish line. That's a little bit of a pain. Oh, come on, Porsche. Let's get you around these next couple of corners. There we go. Carry some good speed out of the dirt section. I mean, we can barely see the Tiger at the moment in time, but you know, it's going to be quick. It's going to lose a bunch of time through here, of course, although I'm not great through there. That's probably the best I've got it this time around. Are we far enough away? I know it looks silly looking at that gap, thinking, is that really far enough away? We've still got a couple of tight corners, but seeing how fast that car is, I do have to be very, very aware of where it is. Oh, right. Might have actually been a little too much of a jump across the grass on the inside. Yeah, we're not got any changes further back, unfortunately. If I could have got second, but actually at the moment, if I got second, we wouldn't have won anyway based on results elsewhere. Also, makes me feel a little bit better. Would have still liked second. Oh. Ooh, well, we're going to be far enough away from that. Well, this time I'm certainly not going to just release the Tiger. I think we are. I think it's going to be too far back to do anything. This time around it is. It's a podium. Should have been second. I should have done better. Slightly not better. Make mistakes sometimes. Unfortunately, didn't have time to recover in all of that. Our car's not as suited to that circuit as they were the first one. The Capris get first and second. But hey, a podium for the Porsche, still not too bad. So, up next, we head to the Lakehurst Cops circuit. minorly concerned about my car around here. I like this track. Very fun circuit to drive around. Ooh, I'm starting down the back as well. Going to have some work to do. Yeah, fast track, fun circuit. Little worried about my high-speed stability. That seems to be the Achilles heel of this car. Yeah, that's that. We're going to have to see if I can keep it under control. Turn 1 is a notoriously dangerous corner. Turn 1 is notoriously difficult to get your vehicle through. Easy to end up missing the checkpoints, and so on. There goes the sunbeam through the middle of everything. We will all carry as much speed as I dare through all of this as we all pop out of ghost mode. I mean, it's not a bad start. We're all the way up into 7th now. Oh, we're going to get backed up through this section. Oh, what is going to the inside is not quite the space. We'll wait. We'll wait for the inevitable sunbeam to go shooting through there. Oh, there it is. Sorry, there's only so much space I can give. Go, teammate, go. In fact, you're probably not going to be able to get past now in time because we're going up towards the sweeper and you are not going to want to fire that. You're not going to have any grip to fire that past. We've got... Okay, both the Capris are going quickly again. Points-wise are much more in our favour at the moment. We'll have to see how things end up, though. Oh, of course, the first lap in the grid, or however you're sat on the grid, will generally give you the... That's it, the points. We have had a good first lap, though, for Red Team. I'm going to have a massive, massive slide. The Elan's got in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I don't know whether this circuit will favour the Capris or the Skyline. I think the Skyline might not be on rally tyres. That could explain its very good speed at the first track and not so much at the second. I guess we'll find out when we go to an all-dirt circuit. My top end isn't terrible in this, don't get me wrong. Well, it doesn't have as much power as some cars here. Of course, the aerodynamics of the 356 are pretty good. Of all these classic cars, it's probably one of the better aerodynamic vehicles. We're still moving around a lot through there. It's just a very different sort of driving. I know some of you will be watching this and would, you know, be perfectly happy with a car driving like this. It's just not how I like my cars set up. I don't know. I always struggle. I just don't find speed with a car in the back end sliding around. I just don't like it. Do it the same with, say, like remote control cars that I race and everything. It's just I don't want a car that moves around, or the back end moves around particularly. It just never suited me. Oh, come on, there we go. Still, I mean, we're getting some okay speed out of this car. I think we might have spent too much time just fighting. I think we might have been in traffic there a little bit too much. And regardless of whether we have the speed of the Capris, I don't know if we can catch them. Because maybe we got half a second a lap faster than them. If we are, we're never catching them. So, yeah, we're going to have to try and be a lot more than half a second lap faster. The only plus point is they are fighting one another up there, and the more they fight, especially a 3-car battle, you really will lose a heap of time. Stop sliding around. It doesn't seem to be giving me any gaps to the cars ahead, so I can't really even check on what we're doing here, which is a shame. The sunbeam is on its way. That lunatic of a machine is, yeah, working its way through the track. I mean, if that starts on pole, that would actually probably be a nightmare to catch. If everyone else is sort of held fighting in traffic and that can, for a little while, run away on its own, then you probably have a real tough time catching it. It's one of those cars that's kind of horrible to race. As I said, I've been in them, I've raced them, where you pass it in a corner and then immediately you repass down straight, and it's difficult to, sometimes, you know, you lose a bunch of time in the corners because it's in the way, and they're difficult things to go up against, and I think it might actually get past me. Annoyingly, I think I'm setting basically identical times to the cars ahead. They're not really pulling away. If they are, it's only by small margins a lap. They're there. I can see them. We can watch the big fight. Oh, going on. Oh, I made the checkpoint. Thank you, game, for choosing that precise moment to have a lag frame rate spike. Or dip, I guess. That's never fun. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter which way round I go with the sunbeam. We're both, you know, we're still going to score 400 points each. Just want to beat it for myself. Maybe we can chase it down. Because, of course, that's a very, very different... Oh, that's going to have a look at the inside. Yeah, it's not going to be able to carry the speed on that line. I'm being brave on the outside. A little nervous about doing that. A little nervous about leaning on the car that I've been struggling with a smidge. Zeno's got some good top end. I'll give it that much. Oh, come on then. Yeah, the Dino has got some pretty good top end on it. Let's be careful about that one. Another wall. second time we've just brushed a wall trying to carry corner speed. I presume I might outhandle the Dino. I mean, I really hope I outhandle the Dino, otherwise it's going to be a tough time here to stay ahead of it. Let's not have that awkward... I hope it comes across in the recording, otherwise that will be less than ideal. Oh. We're going to make it too wide through there. We fought back and keep hold of the position. The concern is, of course, are we far enough away by the sweeper? I don't think we are. I think the Dino might be ahead of us by the time we get to that very fast left-hander. Now, I'm going to make it go the long way round. If it wants to get past, it's going to have to be on the outside, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think it will be past before the corner, pretty much. It is. Can we fight back, actually, in the turn? We're going to go door-to-door here. We may be able to fire the Porsche up the inside here. Get it stopped. Use the banking of the corner there to turn it. The Dino fights back. He's underneath us on the exit. It's a good move from the Fiat. However, it's going to be slow on a very slow line through there. Keep the Porsche alongside. I got a huge twitch. That's my hand. That's my car's slight death trap nature coming into play. The Dino's made a mistake on the penultimate corner. Well, kind of penultimate corner. I think we might have got it on the final-ish section. We cross the line in 5th. I hope Forza doesn't miscount the finishing position. It doesn't. Oh, that was a good final lap battle. That was a very, very good final lap battle. The Skyline takes victory. Well done. Tikliska with that one. While Blue Team may have got 2nd and 3rd, a double podium for the Capris, with us getting 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, we do score enough points in all of this to take the 2nd round and make it 2-1 overall for us in the adventure. Yeah, I did think my car might struggle on that circuit. It's a little difficult to drive, but still scored some solid points. So, we head to fully off-road circuit next, the Tarnhouse Scramble. I say fully off-road, actually, technically there's one little dirt section. I don't want to be at the back. No, no, that's not what we want at all. Bugger. I really hope, I really, really, really hope my car is good at this track. If it's not, I say I'll be slightly disappointed. This is the sort of circuit I was sort of pseudo-building my car for, and we have got to come from the back. It's going to be exciting. I guess that's something. Anybody not on rally tyres, they're going to have a difficult time here. There's no real chance to score even any sort of lap speed. The Sunbeam is not going to have the composure, really, to deal with this sort of circuit. Oh god, it's very busy at the moment through all of this. We've got to just take an avoiding action currently. Can we fire the Porsche through? We're just trying to fire the Porsche through the middle of all of this mayhem. The ghost moding, the release from ghost moding there was really not helpful. The question is, can I catch? See, I want to know whether this can match Scotty's Capri, and it might do around here, but I mean, we're already so far back, and this has been a relatively good first lap. It's first lap to go from last on the grid. That's quite good, and I've already got that size gap to overcome. We'll push Stallion up the hill pretty much. We know we've got good speed in the straight against that orange car. There's a little bit, a little bit of oversteer. Still fighting with my car for some control here. Can we chase down Scotty's? I don't think we can. I mean, we need to be a second a lap quicker probably here. It's just so much time has been lost. We've got from 12th to 2nd in a lap, basically, which is great, but but that's the gap now that I have to try and overhaul. We are doing quite well on red team here. We are doing quite well on red team. Points-wise, we could easily... Well, we say points-wise. Points-wise at the moment, we're taking it. Just slightly miffed that we're not going to really be able to do much more than this. We're definitely the second fastest car in the field. We won't even get to see lap times at the end of it. That's kind of the other disappointing part. Oh, we're going to play with the wall if we're not careful there. Yeah, we won't even get to see the lap times at the end. We will... Oh, God. Let's not have a massive death through there. To know whether we would have been competitive or not. I do think the Capri might actually be a smidge faster than me, which, you know, we're not going to catch it regardless then, but let's try and not throw the car too far down any of these. Oh, that's a big slide again. I'm going to try to avoid the water. No, didn't avoid the water over there. That was an attempt was made, just a different line. Let's not do that one again. That one's a dangerous line to find ourselves on. Wow, I think there might be 3 of us with good off-road cars here. There just happen to be 2 of them are blue, and mine is a bit too twitchy, basically. I'm surprised. I say I'm surprised. I'm glad to see the Capri's working. I like the Capri. I've just never got one ever working in a Forza game. So they seem to have found somewhere where they are fairly competitive here. Oh, God's sake, I'm lagging. I don't normally have this problem with the game. That's, oh, that's unfortunate, really. We're going to throw it through turn 1. Why not? Oh, a little too wide. I'm desperately trying to make up any time, but I don't think there's anything I can do. I think it might just be a point where we go, you know what? Oh, that's not what I needed. That's the rolly bump. The rolly bump just launched the nose of my car into the air. I'm amazed it didn't launch it over. I'll be honest. That's normally what happens on the rolly bump. Come on, come on, come on. Get out of the hairpin. Wow, we are so far ahead of Gliska in 4th. Absolutely miles ahead. This is almost... I mean, it's almost 2 separate... I say it's 2 separate classes. Hell, Scotty's way quicker than I am. So we've got 1 car at the front with no competitors. Me and Stallion pretty close. And then a big group of cars a lot further back having the fight for 4th position. Don't switch. Stop twitching around. Jeez. I'm having trouble again. Oh. It's just the bumps that got the better of it. Yeah. This is one of those cars that's very quick on the lap where it's not killing you. Problem is, it's too often on that lap trying to murder you. That's both the off-road races where I hoped it might be good. Something's got the better of me, and we might end up behind Stallion. We might still find a way past. Still got a couple of corners to go here. But, yeah. Oh, no. Sunbeam. That could actually cost us cost us enough points. I don't know whether we were in the running for it or not by this stage. Can we... Oh, we've got a very, very good run out of the penultimate corner there. It's going to be really close, but I don't think I can carry the speed through this final corner I would need to get past the Capri. Oh, no. I threw everything at it. I absolutely threw everything at it there to find a way past. I got good momentum. I tried to go to the outside for the exit, but it's a little bit too much sliding. Unfortunately for me, once again, the difficulty of driving the Porsche is that I say maybe a smidge too much. It just got bounced. And I couldn't... Well, I got it back under control, just lost enough time. About where it is. I mean, we're still the fastest car of Red Team on the dirt, which is something. But not enough points. The adventure is 2-all. We'll go to a decider. So, this is the deciding round. Princess Street Garden Circuit. Could be a good track for the Porsche here. Oh, for God's sake. We've got a lot of work to do again. We have got a lot of work to do. Yeah, acceleration zone's good. Some high-speed corners might be iffy. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, bloody hell, and Scotty's Capri starts on the front row. Great. It's going to make life difficult for me. Let's see. Are we actually all the way? We are all the way back up. Oh, no, there's a Dino behind us. But regardless, yeah, we're a long way back. I get a good launch, which is something. You know, we can blast our way up through the pack a little bit here. Oh, going to have some sliding going on. That's fine. Let's try and be neat and tidy all the way up the hill. We don't want to get the car sliding too much. I know the trouble we can get in with this if it starts moving around a little bit too much. Teammate... Oh, someone else took out the street furniture. That's fine. It's not going to slow me down. Oh, sorry. I had a good run. Didn't want to miss the checkpoint in all of that one. We are up into 4th position. Now, we've got the Skyline is fighting with the Capri up ahead. I mean, that's fair enough. If they don't lose too much time fighting one another, they might be able to go chase after Scotty. I don't really know how. I don't know how the Skyline compares really to the Capris so far. We haven't really. It's the first race we never really saw it, so I guess we'll find out whether on the tarmac the Skyline can go chasing off after the green machine. They are going to go side by side, you see. Now, Gliska doesn't want this fight continuing, particularly. The longer this fight goes on, the worse it is for the Skyline. If any luck... Oh, I can maybe start making life difficult for the Capri here. So we can try and give the Skyline a chance to run away. I'm trying to slow down the Capri without slowing down the Skyline. There we go. Now, the Skyline's got the straight line speed here to make that work. Go! Go, Skyline! If we can get second and third, it might have to be settling for a second and third. I'm not sure any of us have got an answer to Scotty's car. Oh no, the Capri's going to get back underneath me. I'm going to have to yield. I don't really want to be on the outside through there. Oh, Capri brushed the wall though. That'll be the position back for me. Yep, thank you very much. Great little exchange. Does the Ford have an answer? I don't know. I don't know. It's certainly... I don't think it's any quicker through the corners than me, but it's easier to get speed out of it, perhaps, than my car. I might even be a little faster than the Skyline in the turns. But again, I lose... Oh, here, I'm wandering around again like a lunatic. Oh, come on. Slow the car down for the hairpin. Use that... Oh, I can still use the traction. There was none. It was just sliding. That was all we were going to get from that. Points. It's close, but it's looking fairly good for us. Second and third is not too shabby. It's sort of further down is where we're getting enough points. We're keeping the blue team cars to minimal points. That was a terrible corner by me. I didn't get it right, and we lost a lot of speed through there. Now the bike can get out of the way. That's fine. The Skyline doesn't really look... None of the cars. These cars do not look easy to drive. A lot of us, as I said, are on small tyres here. Small tyres, quite a lot of power now. And that leads to a lot of wiggling around going on there. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. I don't know if anybody would have gone vintage race tyres. You might try it with some of them. Probably not in A-Class. In A-Class, I think you're going to lose so much time. You might, but you're probably going to lose... I know the Skyline I have is too modern, technically, for vintage race. Yeah, you might try it if you're going to be really brave and go for a crazy tarmac car, like tarmac specialist car. Can work a little bit, can work occasionally. Oh, there's a bump from the Skyline. We have closed up this lap. This lap's been a bad lap for the Skyline. We've actually got a really, really good run on the exit. I'll take that. Take the position away from my teammate. Don't think we cost them any time either. It was a fairly clean, legit pass. I'm out very wide there, though. Now the Skyline's got company in the form of the Capri. It's been a manic race. I mean, this is the decider race as well. It is an important race here. So we brushed the wall this time through turn one. Didn't want that. See, we want to be all neat and tidy, and that's not neat and tidy. That's not neat and tidy at all. Capri is having a look to the outside. I think the Skyline might get the nose up the inside here. We're going to avoid the street furniture, just open the steering up on the exit. I think the Capri and Skyline are now slowing each other down, battling. I mean, we can get a second with that. That would be nice. Oh, you see, the Skyline wanted to go to the inside there. It's so difficult to overtake on that section. It's such a small braking zone. Likewise, the final corner. You can do a pass here, but it's very, very dangerous and very risky. Scotty's going to take victory. A well-earned victory, and a victory by a complete and utter mile as we fought over second. However, a very, very good battle for that second position. We get back on the podium with the Porsche. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, it's going to be really close for the adventure as well. Jeez. Think we might, if we can get across the line in 8th, the rest of it doesn't matter. If we lose 8th place, we will be in trouble. We would have to get 8th place if we're going to win this adventure, which we do. There we go. Red team are going to take it is only just. That Porsche is fast, but very difficult to drive. Consistently towards the top for red team. However, a handful. A couple of mistakes made by me didn't help. We do take the adventure victory, though, which is nice. Yeah, not a terrible build. Probably won't become my A-class car of choice. A bit too difficult. A bit too inconsistent, probably. However, certainly not too bad. Not the worst car I've ever built. Not by a long way. That, though, is going to be it for this video. As ever, if you'd like to take part in the next one of these, you can sign up via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. Find the FailRace versus the community section, and you can sign up in there. That, though, will be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.